Buenos dias, buenos dias. Today, guys, we're going to review regular ER and IR verbs. Before we do that, though, I have to remind you, do you remember in Chapter 3 when we learned these beauties? The AR endings, right? Now, I know you're remembering the video and the song, O, as, a, amos, an. Okay, those are the endings. What do we do with the endings? Do you remember? We take off the AR and we're left with the stem. That is correct. And then we add the appropriate ending depending on who the subject is. So if you have a verb like cantar, to sing, you take off the AR. And if you want to say we sing in the choir, then you have to put amos on the end of the stem so it becomes nosotros cantamos. Okay, so if you know this, then this is going to be super easy. We've already seen a couple verbs like this. Here are the ER endings. Okay, now, do you remember what's the only difference between these two posters? The vowel at the beginning, right? So wherever you had the A, you're going to switch it out for an E. Okay, now here comes the IR endings. Look very carefully. First, I'll do this side. So it's O, ace, A. Okay, O, ace, A. So they're identical. Okay, but let me slide it over this way, guys. Instead of amos for ER, it becomes emos because this is an IR verb. Okay, and the last one is N. So the only difference between these two posters, these two endings, really, if we get rid of the vosotros, is the E changes to I. Okay? So let's talk about some of our verbs that we have. You remember to run. Okay? So correr. All right. What kind of infinitive is this? ER, right? Here's our stem. So depending on who the subject is, let's say it's ella, and we want to say she runs, we're going to do what? Take off the ER, so we're left with the stem, but that doesn't mean anything. Then we have to put on the correct ending. Which box is ella in? That's correct, right here. So this is the ending that we want to put on over here. So ella corre, and you have a sentence. Okay, let's try a different one. Let's try one of our IR verbs. This is one that we'll be going over in a minute. Vivir. How many of you remember what it means? To live. Okay, here's our stem. So let's just say we want to say something about where we live. Okay, nosotros, we live in the country or whatever. All right, what do? We're going to write down the stem, and then we have to go to the appropriate, remember this is an IR verb, the appropriate endings. Where's the nosotros box? Right up here. Okay, so ending, correct ending would be emos. That's not an accent, by the way. Nosotros vivimos en el campo. Okay, now let's go over some of our lists of verbs here. Okay, I made up a couple charts for us. These are all in the notes. So if you go to the Schoology and you go to notes, you should be able to find these. We've got comer, to eat. We already learned that. Correr, to run. Leer, to read. Beber, to drink. Aprender is a new one. That's to learn, like you're learning right now. And comprender is to understand or comprehend. Here are the 6 IR verbs that you must memorize. You need to know. Do you remember escribir, to write? New one, recibir, to receive. Vivir, one we just used, is to live. Abrir is to open. Interrumpir, that's a fun one to say. That's to interrupt. And then the last one, guys, asistir a, it's not to assist or to help. It means to attend or to go to. Like if you say, I attend Falconer Middle School or whatever, okay? I go to that school. You need to have these memorized. Okay, now we're going to try something here. I'm going to hold up a card, and you, on the video, you're going to have to pause it, and I want you to write down the correct verb form, okay? You have to pause it, though. I'm going to just wait a couple seconds, and then I'll give you the answer, okay? All right, so can you write for me gotta put it behind here so you don't see it, but can you write for me the ella form of aprender? Please pause. Okay, correct answer is aprende. Aprende. Write the stem and the ending. Perfect. Okay, here's another one. All right, give me the tu form of escribir. Pause while you write your answer. Correct answer is escribes. Stem, ending. Muy bien, muy bien. Número 3, por favor. Roberto y yo. And it's the verb correr. Pause and write your answer. Corremos. Stem, ending. Corremos. All right. Excelente. Let's try this one, guys. Yo of comprender. Comprender means to understand, so you're writing I understand. Pause it and write it. Correct answer. Comprendo. What would this mean? No comprendo. No comprendo. All right, here we go. Next one, we got Juan y Luisa. The verb is recibir. Pause, write your answer. Correct answer is reciben. Stem and ending. Okay, last one. Número 6, I believe. Here we go. The nosotros form, please, of vivir, to live. Ooh, you better not look at the board on this one. Pause, write it. Answer. Vivimos. Did you guys remember that it has an I, not an E, because it's an IR verb? Okay, good job, guys. Good job. Excelente. This was our mini lesson on regular ER and IR verbs. You should be doing your homework and checking your notes on that and submitting that to me as soon as you get it done. I know some of you did that already. Don't forget, I did put the answer keys on Schoology. You're going to have to look around a little bit to find that. Okay, hasta luego. Hasta luego.